Hello everybody, my name is Fearless, and today I'm going to be reacting to the True Talent documentary, Controversy and Career. Now, I have already seen the full video, but I want to talk about it while I'm watching it. Believe it or not, Scott Jund is in this video, and he is literally still messaging me on Twitter, as you can see. He is just constantly arguing with me on Twitter for no damn reason. I'm just going to skip to the Scott part.
True.
Lies of Scott Jund. Because he's actually like a chronic liar. All he does is lie, apparently. Let's just look at this though.
Joshua here. I'm going to make this very clear. Do not harass, witch hunt, insult, or otherwise bring negativity to absolutely anybody discussed in this segment. This is
Now, I will be honest. I went to his Twitter and commented on his post, but it wasn't anything negative. We're gonna get into the Twitter later, though.
An examination of public posts, videos, and images. I say this absolutely clearly. Every single person mentioned in this segment was contacted for comment. Most, sadly, did not respond. I also suggest you fact check many things and don't just believe what you hear. I'm confident in my findings and that's why I'll state them. However, if I am proven wrong in any part of this, I will take accountability for that. On the 3rd of June 2021, Scott Jund would release a video titled "A Message to True Talent About Nerfing Swift," aimed at not only True Talent, but also, as Scott puts it, True's viewers, stating the reason being that creators rub off on viewers, which is a really weird way to say that. On the surface, it's just an argument about a game mechanic, something not too important. Scott presents this video as if it's just a respectful discussion, and that's exactly what the video is. However,
not really, though. Not really. He, like, the title, everything, he makes it look like it's just a respectful discussion, but he did just say a lot of shit about True for no reason in this video.
This video would spark an argument between True and Scott Jund that would go way further and escalate in seriousness. A back and forth ensued on Twitter, resulting in Scott Jund's wife labeling True Talent as an ableist, although the evidence for True Talent being an ableist is very bad. True was already a semi-controversial streamer due to his brashness and openness, so to give all of those people a reason to hate True, evidenced or not, could only be seen as malicious. Scott's response to this is seen on screen, and you should read it for full context. For this instance, Scott did indeed disagree.
You can pause that and read it if you want. I already read it.
However, this sparked an absolute storm, and True was now being put on the heater anyway. In only just a day, True would be labelled an ableist, a racist, a xenophobe, and many other buzzwords. These buzzwords didn't just hurt True
for no reason, by the way,
career, but they became repeated lies within the DBD Twitter community.
I like this YouTuber, this Joshua guy, because he actually says the truth. He doesn't just jump on the bandwagon. Like, everyone hates True. He's not like, oh, yeah, I hate True too. He actually says the truth. He presents the facts in everything. He says everything that's actually true instead of just making up a bunch of bullshit, because that's what half the people do, you know, on Twitter. They just make up shit about True, clip him out of context and everything. It's ridiculous. He should not be treated this way. No one should.
Sparking a cycle of hate against True. Scott would claim he holds no responsibility over True being called a racist or other isms. However, he would go on to claim being homophobic and transphobic was iconic.
I never called True racist, homophobic, anti-trans. I never said that. But then you see it right here. Homophobic, anti-trans, True fan, iconic trio. Okay, so you might be thinking, oh, he's just talking about the fans, not True himself. That, I mean, that's still a fucked up thing to say. But he literally said that his fans rub off of True, so... Yeah. Scott Jund. I highly doubt he's watching this video. I'm a very small YouTuber, right? If you are watching this video, Scott, go ahead, cover this on your own channel. React to the documentary, and clear things up. Like, stop being a chronically online Twitter user, okay? Make a video reacting to the documentary, and then when your section comes up, actually explain the facts behind everything. Like, he claims that that's not him in the Discord screenshot, but he doesn't say, like, anything else about it. I will show you the tweets later, again, but whenever I ask a question about the Discord, he just completely ignores me. But then when I say anything about True, he like freaks out and then responds immediately. And at one point, he just called me a child because he had no argument. Crazy, man.
For true viewers in a tweet that I found. He should also know as a content creator himself that if you accuse a person of an ism or ist, people will take that and run with it.
Exactly, and that's exactly what people did to True. They just ran with it.
Interestingly enough,
you know, I wouldn't be surprised, Scott. Are you gonna call me racist and homophobic if you make a video on this? I feel like he would do that. It's been years. Okay, maybe Scott's better than that. Scott, I really hope you are, because I'm sorry, but right now your ego is so big.
however, a Discord server was found.
And here it is, right here. This is his actual account. You don't see all of his connections, but the person didn't click in all the way. They just clicked on, like, you know, the mini profile. It's a verified account. It says strawman right there, which I don't know the reference, but apparently that's a jab at True. Calling India the hard R. Now, I don't know why he phrased it like that. The hard R is the N word. This is just the R word. It's not the hard R, but regardless. Look how many times he says it. True says it one single time. Like, I don't remember what True said exactly, but he was like, True didn't like the ending to a movie or something, and he said that it was the R word. Like, the ending was the R word. That's what he said. But he's calling the like, it's still, I don't think it's okay to say that word, no matter what the context is. But as you can see, look at the red circle directly in the center, that they are all R-word Indians. Scott is literally calling Indians the R word. All True did was call a movie ending the R word, which, you know, I still don't think it's okay to say the word again, but he's talking about a movie. Scott's talking about a race. So just in that sentence alone, he's ableist and racist, but yet he wants to keep saying the True is all those things. And then when you call him out on it, he's like, I never said that about True, when literally he has. In that tweet you saw earlier, he said that True fans were homophobic and anti-trans and all this shit. But, like, dude, come on. Come on, Scott. Scott, if you are watching this, I highly doubt it again, but if you are, please, dude, get a brain, okay? I'm sorry if that's being ableist. According to you, me saying that is probably ableist, but please, get a fucking brain, dude. I get that you don't like his takes. That doesn't mean you should witch hunt him and harass him. You didn't even need to make that video about his Swift video to begin with, but you made the video and you harassed him in the video. You put his name in the title. You knew what was going to happen, but you still did it. I don't get it, man.
Containing Scott Jund. Not only did he have a role in the server mocking True talent, but Scott was found to be calling Indians the R word and using this word over 297 times.
That is fucking wild. The fact that you said that word not once, not twice, but 297? Is that what he said?
And using this word over 297 times. Now,
damn. But True's an ableist, by the way. True says the word one time about a movie. You say it about a race. True is ableist. Yes. And you keep saying, like, I will show you the tweets. Again, I'm sorry that I keep saying that, but I just want to say I will show the tweets. But when I talked about it, he literally said that all of it was made up. Okay, Scott, if all this is made up, how come that is your verified account? How's that possible? Did someone hack you on Discord? Because if that's the case, I feel like you would have already said that. But you never said anyone hacked you or anything. I don't understand it, bro.
Back to the topic of Scott having that strawman role. The reason why Scott having a role like that is significant is because it proves that the way Scott presented himself as just a messenger or wanting to just have a discussion was seemingly false. Having roles mocking another person clearly indicates some sort of dislike for a person. And although Scott would act like this wasn't the case, he would later admit he never liked True. This changes the narrative quite a bit. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever put somebody you don't like as your Twitter bio? No? Well, that's pretty much what Scott did, and although I'm trying to be unbiased, I do find it difficult how you could say Scott did not act malicious.
You think rational debate amongst adults is drama? Are you true? Jesus. But then when you look at the bottom, he said, homophobic, anti-trans, true fan, iconic trio. That's not a debate. You're literally calling one of his fans all this false shit, just accusing them of being all these things. That's not a fucking debate. Are you true? I just don't understand it, man. Scott, stop, dude. Just stop. Listen, I have a big ego too, but I will still admit when I'm wrong. I'm a little hesitant, but I will admit when I'm wrong because that's the right thing to do. You know you're wrong, but you won't admit it. You won't admit it. It's like, do you think Ots Darva would have a debate with True Talent twice? Like, they made 2 videos together debating over things in Dead by Daylight. Do you think Ots Darva would debate with a homophobic, racist ableist? Because I don't think Ots Darva would do that, but he still did it. Right? So I guarantee you all the shit about True isn't true. Quite funny, isn't it? I don't know, man. The shit he's saying is crazy.
Did not dislike True, and that Scott did not purposely mislead his audience into thinking True and him were neutral having a discussion. Scott clearly disliked True and wanted to take him down. It's also worth mentioning there's rumors and
I just want to say I'm completely unbiased. Okay, I watched True and Scott Jund. I actually watched Scott Jund more than True. I only really watch True when he's reacting to something about himself, right? That's usually when I watch True. I watch Scott Jund every video. Every video Scott Jund makes, I watch it. As soon as I get that notification, I watch the video. So you'd think I'd be more biased towards Scott Jund, right? But no, that's not how it works. Like, let's say my favorite YouTuber is Markiplier, right? And he says the R word. I'm not going to like him anymore. I don't care that he's my favorite YouTuber. If he says that word, I'm not going to like him anymore, man. And sure, people make mistakes. Ots Darva admitted on stream that he accidentally said the R word. But he admitted it straight up. He said that it was wrong, and he apologized immediately. And I'm pretty sure it was off stream. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I'm pretty sure it was off stream. It might have been on stream. I don't know. But he never even had to apologize because no one even knew about it, if it was off stream, that is. He still apologized for it, though. I would show you the clip, but it's probably long gone. It's in one of his VODs a long time ago. I think it was when the Hillbilly rework came out where he got Overdrive. I don't know, but it's out there somewhere. Anyways, like, yeah, just because I like Scott Jund more than True doesn't mean I'm going to take Scott's side. A lot of people aren't like that, though. A lot of people aren't like me. If they like Scott Jund, they're going to glaze him. Even if they know what he did was wrong and True Talent is innocent, they're still going to glaze the fuck out of Scott because that's just how people are, man. They don't care. Like, if their YouTuber, if the favorite YouTuber is wrong about something, they don't give a shit. They're like, no, that's my favorite YouTuber. I'm going to defend him, which, I mean, fair enough. But there's just irrefutable proof that Scott is an ableist and a racist. I don't know. It's I don't know, man.
Certain pieces of evidence floating around about a quote-unquote private Discord where Scott and other content creators would hang out, where it was said they would mock True or say things about him.
Sounds like Scott.
Discord server.
That's all he does on Discord.
Now going to discuss.
Twitter, I mean. You can pause and read through all these if you want to. I've already seen them all.
Here's some breakthroughs I discovered. Since the Swift incident, Scott Jund has mentioned True Talent multiple times, sometimes multiple times in a single day, calling people True fans and saying bigotry is iconic with being a True Talent fan, which I already discussed. I've also stumbled across a leaked screenshot of Scott Jund stating he's addicted to making the world know how R-worded True is. I did message Scott for comment on a lot of these things and he never responded, and
that right there is very suspicious, isn't it, Scott? Again, I don't know if Scott's watching this. Probably not. If you are, Scott, why didn't you respond? I get that you're a big YouTuber, and when people... No, actually, no. Because Scott responds to almost every comment. Not even from YouTubers, from random people like me. On his Twitter, like with 40 million comments, he responds to every single one of them. So I know for a fact he saw Joshua's message, and he just didn't want to answer it. And I know that for a fact. I know it for a fact he did. Because he's a chronically online Twitter user. That's who Scott is. He's on Twitter probably 24/7. I guarantee while making this video, he was looking at his Twitter posts. But I know for a fact he saw it. There's no way he didn't. If he did, why didn't he respond? Why didn't he respond if you saw it? It makes no sense. And you know, you're probably wondering, why am I even making a video on this? I'm not related. I don't care, dude. When I see something that's wrong, I'm going to point it out. I don't care how much backlash I get for it. I don't care if if a bunch of Scott's fans come after me. If you see the proof, the undeniable proof, why are you on his side? Like, again, even after all those R words and all the bad things Scott's done and that he's denying, I'm still going to watch him. I'm still going to watch him because, like, I still think he's entertaining, right? Like, just because you're not on their side doesn't mean you can't watch him anymore, you know? You know what he did was wrong, and it's been a while. Maybe he's changed. Most likely not, because he's still denying it. His ego is bigger than Homelander. Homelander's ego at this point. I don't know, man. I really don't know what to say.
My Twitter was suspended.
It just really hurts when you watch a YouTuber and then you realize that they're a shitty person.
Anyway, but going forward, just know this is not malicious towards Scott. This does cement proof that Scott quite possibly has some sort of an unhealthy obsession with True.
He really does.
Scott last in November of 2023. You can count on
about a year ago
how many times True mentioned Scott that year.
You can count on one hand how many times True's mentioned Scott that year. So 5 or less.
Yet Scott repeatedly and continuously mentions True. On top.
I'm sorry, Scott, but is that his girlfriend or wife? I'm pretty sure it's wife. You have a wife, and you're beefing with another dude over Dead by Daylight. Do you know how sad that is? And then you're calling it a debate, but yet you're saying you call Indians the R word and shit. That's not a debate, dude. You're calling his fans homophobic and shit. That's not a debate. That's not a debate. You're blatantly just being a dickhead for no reason.
Top of this, Zubat, the previously...
And again, Zubat. When I first saw this documentary, I thought the name sounded familiar. This is another YouTuber I watch. It's just sad to see that two of my... Well, I wouldn't call Zubat my favorite. I just kind of watch him from time to time if he's on my recommended. But I am subscribed to him. It's just sad to see. Like, two YouTubers that I watch for Dead by Daylight are just pieces of shit behind the scenes.
Mentioned Discord server owner where Scott.
But again, everyone has their faults, you know. Zubat didn't. I'm pretty sure Zubat didn't say a bunch of R words about Indians, though. Pretty sure. Don't know for sure if that's the case.
38 posts on Twitter. This is important because a lot of his posts, out of only 38, directly target True. His last post was mocking True for using a wrong link, and his second to last.
How are you going to mock someone because they accidentally put the wrong link? Are you 4? Are you fucking 4? Damn, dude. This is an actual child, man. I love Zubat, too. Like, again, I only really watch him if he's on my recommended from time to time. But I still find him entertaining, you know? He doesn't really add much commentary to his videos, to be honest. But I still think it's a little entertaining, right? You're gonna mock someone for using the wrong link, though. Like, dude, are you in the 6th grade? That really sounds like something a 6th grader would do, man.
Last post was a repost comparing True Talent to Donald Trump, which it's weird, but
you sound like our last president.
Is admittedly a joke.
Yikes.
Where somebody stated Ochido, who is, by the way, an alleged predator, is a better killer than True Talent. Zubat is also proven to repeatedly respond to...
Better killer than True Talent. True Talent kicked Ochido. Is that his name, Ochido? He kicked Cheeto's ass, and a Cheeto used cheats. At least that's what I've heard. Don't know if it's true. I really don't know much about a Cheeto, but apparently he's a cheater. And True still beat him.
To True Talent mocking
Again, I don't know if he actually does use cheats, but it's alleged. I don't know.
even as early as 2019.
And look at this. It doesn't affect me as he tweets about it for hours. True doesn't tweet about it for hours. He makes like one tweet, and then Scott makes 45 tweets about him, and then you just mock him. Like, it doesn't affect True. It really doesn't. He literally, if you watch him and someone mentions Scott, he really doesn't care. All the hate, it doesn't get to him. Maybe it does behind the scenes, but you can't tell on stream that it gets to him. You can't tell. But it's clearly getting to you. It clearly affects you because you're mocking him for no fucking reason. It really does affect you. And it does affect Scott, too, because Scott literally didn't have to post at all on Twitter, and he still decided to do it. He made 2 posts about True now, and that's just posts. Like, the amount of replies he has down there of him just, you know, yelling at random people for pointing out facts, it's crazy, man.
Respond to True Talent mocking him even as early as 2019. This
Damn,
leads us to the
2019 and you're mocking him, and you're still doing it 5 years later.
Best friends has had an active hatred of True for 5 years, and Scott and Zubat have been making videos together for 4 years. This confirms 2 things. Firstly, Zubat and Scott have been close friends for a very long time, and Zubat has actively mocked True for 5 years. All of this
5
is 2
years,
years
man.
prior to Scott ever making a video on True. Secondly, this also gives credit to True's claims of a Discord server where they would actively mock and insult him and, I suppose, make up witch hunts against him.
I want to know why. Why did they harass him and insult him? I want to know why. It's a simple question, Scott. Answer it, please. Why do you hate True so much? Is it because you don't like his takes? Big deal, dude. It's a video game. If you can't handle someone's take on a video game, don't fucking respond. Don't make tweets about it, bro. Ignore it. If you don't like his takes, suck it up and be a man, because that's what you are. You're a man. You are a grown man. There's no need to mock someone on Twitter or make false accusations about them when you yourself have done those things. I don't know, man. Like, I know I just end every sentence with I don't know, but I really don't know what to say. It's just, I don't really make commentary videos like this. Or reactions, rather. So I don't really know what to say. I don't, but I don't know, man.
Furthermore, the only time True Talent has ever mentioned Zubat was in 2019 during a debate with a person who said
5
Zubat
years
was
ago
better than
is when he mentioned him, and that's
this
it.
is another case of True barely mentioning someone and them just mentioning him repeatedly. Yet the community still
because they're babies.
thinks True is the toxic one. So you guys come to your own conclusion.
Yeah, True's not toxic. He complains sometimes. Like, if someone uses, like, let's say Old Dead Hard. Someone uses Old Dead Hard. He's like, nice. Press a button and you get away. That's my horrible British impression. I'm sorry. But yeah, like, you can complain. That doesn't make him toxic. Like, from what I've seen from True, I've watched a lot of his videos. I've never seen him be toxic once. He might complain from time to time. Complaining is not toxic at all. Like, I could be like, oh, this guy's shit. That's not toxic. That's just in-game banter. If I call someone shit because they use Dead Hard, that doesn't make me toxic. If I call them the R word, however, Scott, that right there is toxic. That's more than toxic in my mind.
Was Scott Jund versus True Talent just a one-off disagreement, or had Scott disliked True?
No, you can't call that a disagreement. You can't. Scott literally had a whole Discord server spamming the R word about Indians and True, and then calling True fans homophobic and anti-trans. This is not just an argument at this point.
Prior to it,
more than that.
Surrounded by people who also hated True, and was it a premeditated takedown?
I'm glad Osdarva doesn't hate True, because he literally did a debate with True, and it was perfectly fine. I guarantee if Scott and True did a debate, Scott would just randomly start beatboxing the R word. Like, I don't know, man.
Even overlooking all of this, igniting and enraging a whole group of people known to be volatile, especially around buzzwords, can only be seen as an act of malice. Since this incident, Every time True tries to voice his opinion, he gets shut down with buzzwords. This stops him from being able to be taken seriously or even voice his opinions without getting swarmed or disliked. It's got so bad at certain points that creators like Spook and Jukes would have to come out and defend True. Whether Scott wants to admit it.
I'm so glad Spook and Jukes is a person, dude. Like, sticking up for people that deserve it. Thank you, Spook and Jukes. I love Spook and Jukes, man. Literally, Spook and Jukes is my favorite Dead by Daylight YouTuber. Second, probably Outstarva. Third, Spooky Loops. Fourth, probably... Honestly, probably True Talent. I would say Scott Jund, but I mean, at this point, he's not even in the top 50. The way he acts over a video game, dude.
What he did during this controversy would constitute as a takedown. This moment is when True became controversial, when a large group of the community...
Which he shouldn't be controversial either.
Repeating the claims of Scott. This, of course, harmed True's career heavily. However, the true kill shot would come when True Talent...
Was that Turd J?
Whisperer program over this incident. With this new...
Yeah, he was removed from the Fog Whisperers program. I'm not sure exactly why. I'm pretty sure it's because of all the, you know, the ableist accusations and shit that were brought up on him. Mainly because of Scott Jund, by the way. He's mainly the one that spread it. I don't know, man. This is stupid. I mean, I know for a fact True didn't even like the Fog Whisperers program. He said it before. He thinks that if you're in the Fog Whisperers program, that behavior still doesn't listen to you. Like, he's said it multiple times. He's went to behavior. When he was in Fog Whisperers program, he went to behavior and addressed things, and they still didn't care. They didn't listen to him. So, honestly, I don't think he cared about being kicked out.
I find it even sadder True was punished by DBD by getting kicked out from the Fog Whisperer program. I will go on record.
I wouldn't call it a punishment, honestly. Sure, you don't have that funny charm anymore, that's it.
This content for many years, but in this situation, brother, I'm going to have to disagree and say True was likely in the right.
True was in the right. I wouldn't even say likely, he was in the right. And yeah, that's pretty much the end, guys. On to the tweets. Bro, is it 2021? Why are people harassing me on YouTube for True drama from over 3.5 years ago? They really need to stop remastering these games so early. So, I said someone made a documentary about True, and in that video, he was talking about the drama that you and True had. In the video, the guy had proof of you using the R word in your private Discord. I guess people are a bit angry at you for being ableist. That's why, like, he said, why are people harassing me? I said, it's probably because you're ableist. And you can't tell me he's not. He used it, what, 297 times? 297 plus. And I don't know if it was mentioned in that video, but the Discord server, the private Discord server that Scott had was deleted. It was mysteriously deleted after the screenshots released. I wonder why that was, Scott. Anyways, Karma, I guess, you never received the proper treatment for being homophobic, ableist, racist, and being a transphobic. You know the buzzwords you lot like to use. Same goes for your wife and Zubat. That's just my guess, I don't know. Did you just throw as many is at the wall with no basis in reality and hoped they would stick or something? Again, he doesn't even, like, respond, pretty much. Also, he only used 2 ists. Let's just get to mine, though. This guy right here. Captain Beats Cheeks. What a great name. Why do you think Indians are the R word? Also, why so hateful against the mentally challenged community? I don't think any of those things. I hope that helps. Scott, come on. We have screenshots of you using those words. And you're just going to be like, I don't think any of those things. If you don't think them, then why'd you use the word 297 plus times? Okay, so Indians are cool, but African Americans aren't. Got it. And then here's Scott Jund saying, N-word, you've been nocturnal since day one. Don't kid yourself. All right. OMG, True is ableist and I'm racist, and other things that happened over a decade ago are completely irrelevant. Okay. Also, in what fucking world do get African Americans aren't cool for me endearing calling my friend N-word when I was younger. And then, here's true. Just watched The Lovely Bones on and off. The ending was R-word and pissed me off. See, now, you calling an entire race the R-word is very different from him calling the ending of a movie the R-word. Of course, I don't think you should use the word in any context, but what you did was way, way, way worse in comparison to what he said. No way you're just dragging True into this again. I didn't even read that part. He literally dragged True into it again. I didn't even realize, dude. This literally had nothing to do with True. None of this. None of this. Didn't mention True. Didn't mention True. And then boom, he brings up True. Like I said, bro, he has a hard-on for True, dude. That's all he says. True, true, true this, true that. No one cares, dude. We're not talking about True. We're talking about you. We're talking about you. It's like, do you know how many other people have used the R-word on Twitter in a much more horrible way than True? He was talking about the ending of a movie, which, again, still shouldn't say the R-word, but it's way, 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 way better than what you said, bro. You called Indians the R-word. What's your problem? What is your problem, Scott? I used to like you, bro. This is crazy. The dude didn't even mention True. He criticized you, and you, like a fucking 6-year-old, point your finger at someone else and say, yes, but he did it too. No one cares. Oh my fucking god, act like an adult. I have to agree with this guy. Notice how Scott didn't respond to this. Whenever he knows he's failing an argument, he just doesn't respond like a child, like this guy said, literally a 6-year-old. And then look at this down here. Do you mean the thing that True did over and over? Mention Scott and point the finger and go, but look, this person is worse than me. This is just a blatant lie. True pretty much never mentions Scott. As Joshua said in his video, the last time True said anything about Scott on Twitter at all was in November of 2023. It's been damn near a year now. Damn near a year now. Besides, the post is literally about True and his drama. Of course, he's going to assume any reply like this is a reference to True. Like, hello. Okay, sure, the post was about True, right? It was about the True drama. But we're not talking about True at all. We're talking about what you said in the Discord. Which, yes, True leaked that screenshot before. But it still has nothing to do with him. You're the one that said those words. And this guy, he's just a professional glazer. He's literally hopping up and down on Scott Junn's wee-wee. I'm sorry for using the word wee-wee, but I thought it was funny in the moment. Because they are. When was he hateful to them? He used the word to accurately describe someone. So this guy is exactly like Scott. The original guy, the pirate guy, he said, why are you calling Indians the R-word? And then this guy said, because they are. Wow. And then he said he used the word to accurately describe someone. What? That is just blatantly racist. That is blatantly racist, bro. What is wrong with your community, Scott? I'm not even going to read the rest of this. Wow, dude. What the fuck? All right, so let's read the replies to this. Racism has an expiration date. Seems like you're comfortable being racist against African Americans. The N-word is derogatory. It's hate speech no matter the situation. In 2024, a white guy trying to defend the use of his N-word is wild. A lot of words, but never an apology. That's exactly the thing with Scott. I'm not defending my use of it a decade ago. Oh my god. True is ableist, and I'm racist, and other things that happened over a decade ago that are completely irrelevant. So he's saying that it's irrelevant, and then he's saying he's not defending his use of it. You literally just said that it happened a decade ago. It's irrelevant. So you are defending it. You are. And that's not even the bad part. Just because you're using it in an endearing way, like, dude, calling someone that word is not endearing, bro. Oh god, bro. So you admitted to being racist against African Americans, but they're still cool. Got it. Still, no apology. You need to go outside, man. Great argument, Scott. When someone is absolutely demolishing you in an argument, you just say, you need to go outside. The classic fucking, like, the classic baby fucking thing to say, dude. You are a child, Scott. I'm sorry. I'm still going to watch you. But you're a child, and I'm going to have that in my brain from now on. And then after he said this, I just got pissed off. I was like, this is coming from the guy that lied about True, calling him ableist and racist, but yet you're in your little private server. We saw that you actually are. You need to go outside, bud. I have called him neither of those things. That's literally just made up. No, it's not. You called a True fan homophobic and all this other shit, right? Which you said True Talent's fans are just like him. So if you're calling them homophobic, you're pretty much calling him homophobic as well. And all this other shit that you said, bro. You did. You literally did. Oh my god, man. And then we have this one. I'm sure glad True wanted some extra YouTube money by rehashing nearly 4-year-old drama. Now, True never rehashed a single fucking thing. He watched a documentary about him. It had nothing to do with you. You weren't in the title. You weren't in anything. How the fuck's True supposed to know that you're in the damn video? Is he a psychic? Is he a fucking mind reader? I don't know, dude. He must be a fucking time traveler, dude. And then he posted this thing that has nothing to do with what he just said at all. And now, yeah, this right here, I don't know why this guy said that. True didn't do anything. He reacted to a documentary about him, and the controversy was in the documentary. If I witch hunted him by having him, I never said you witch hunted him. But if I witch hunted him by having him in a video about him in my YouTube, then why is he witch hunting me by having a video about me on his YouTube? The video is not about you, Scott. Sure, it was a little over half the video had you in it. But it's talking about the title of the video is literally controversy in career. That's in it. The main reason he has a lot of controversy is because of you. That's why you're in the video so much. That, or neither of us are witch hunters. I'm okay with either outcome. No, you're a witch hunter. He's not. There's a big difference. The video wasn't about you. The controversy was in a small portion of the doc. I still like watching you, even after I heard about the things you said on Discord, but instead of owning up to it and apologizing, you keep constantly denying it. And then he sent me these, like, him apologizing to True Talent. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm not talking about apologizing to True, though it's great that you did. I'm more talking about the Discord screenshots. What for? Like saying the R slur and shit? I don't really feel bad about saying it because up until very recently, it was just a widely accepted word for stupid. No. No. Up until recently, the hell are you talking about? Are you dumb? Oh. I feel bad if people were upset by it at the very least, and I don't say it anymore regardless. Well, I'm glad you don't say it anymore. But why are you still not apologizing? I don't feel bad about saying it. Scott. The fuck? Alright guys, that's all I really wanted to say. I'm sorry this video was so long. I'm probably going to cut a lot of it out, but definitely not the parts where Scott was being a dumbass. So yeah, that was a great ending, wasn't it? I used the R word. And I don't feel bad for doing that. Like, okay, maybe in fucking 2014 it was okay and people didn't care. But he's saying up until recently. I would even say in 2018 that wasn't acceptable. And you're saying up until recently, brother? What? No. Using that word was not acceptable up until recently. What is wrong with you? That was a great ending, though. Yeah. Anyways, Scott, if you're watching this, please can you make a video clearing everything up? Because if you're really in the right and you truly believe that, then provide evidence. Talk about it. Because you're not doing that on Twitter. You're just denying it when people talk about you saying those words, and then you finally responded to me. You finally responded. Instead of ignoring me like the 12th time, you actually responded, and you were like, I don't feel bad about it. Not a good response, by the way. Not really going to look well. I'm hoping Spook and Jukes makes a video about this. I know he doesn't really like getting involved in like drama like this, but Spook and Jukes is like the only one that can save this fucking shit, dude. I don't even know, man. I don't know. I'm not the best at commentary. I know this video is very, bad, but you get the idea of what's going on now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and do not harass Scott, okay? Ignore his tweets. I should have done that from the beginning, but ignore his tweets. Don't respond to anything he has to say, because he's just going to keep denying it. Even though there's hard proof right in front of his goddamn nose, he's going to deny it over and over. I recommend all of you reach out to Spook and Jukes or Osdarva and inform them of the situation if they're not already aware, because I feel like Spook and Jukes should definitely know about it. I feel like Osdarva, he needs to know about this. He needs to, because I wouldn't really consider him friends with Scott, but I know they played together before, I'm pretty sure. Fairly positive, at least. He should definitely know about this. And Behavior should probably know about this, too. I don't think Scotchen's a fog whisperer, so it's not going to do anything, but I feel like they should know about it, too. Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed. See you all in the next one. Bye-bye.